thanks for tuning in. Hope you come along with my little journey of my new acquisition here. Check it out. It's something that's kind of, I can't say new technology. It's old technology, but yeah, I'll teach you all about it. So, if you're wondering what it's like to take a ride in a decompression chamber, this is my little setup here. So, I don't know if you can see that. Focus a little bit. There's the gauge. Right now I got no air pressure in here. This one right here is for a pressure gauge outside. So this one's actually like a vacuum gauge, but it shows this pressure kPa. But that one, there's a gauge on the outside, so the outside person can read it. Have an intercom. There's a telephone out there, and I can control everything in here. This one right here is a ionized emitter. There's a little button on this side. I don't know if you can see it there. And this is an emergency shut off, shuts the system down. This one here is the relief valve to let the air out to come down. So I can, and this is like an emergency panic button right there. So I just pull, press it, and let the pressure out. That way, come down really fast. And then down at that end down there, those are two relief valves. They have little spring valves in it, so they're set. Those are set at 1.5 atmosphere. So if you're wondering what an atmosphere is, so like on the surface we're at an atmosphere, and then so 1.5, so that'd be 1/2 of atmosphere added to that. So if each atmosphere is 14.7 psi, so half that would be like 7.25 psi. Oh no, less than that. Sorry, my math's off, but roughly around 14 psi. Or around 7 psi for what those are set at, and those can be upgraded to they have different ones like 1.7 or 2 ATA, so you can swap those out. Down at that end there, that's for an oxygen meter that the outside can read, I can't read inside, and then that's where the air comes in. Right next to it, let's see, I go over here. This is where my oxygen, for my oxygen mask, is here, and those are other like stuff for reading outside, testing it. So to start it, I'm going to, that's my oxygen button there. So I've got a light, I can turn on my light in here, and this one's going to start it. Now, you're gonna see the door is going to, oh, there it is, it's shut. So it's pressurizing it. And as I'm going down in pressure, up in pressure, it's like going down in water, but I'm gonna have to do right now. I gotta do what's called a Valsalva maneuver. So as you feel the pressure building up on your ears, you just do that, squeeze your nose, and or you know, some people just, you know, automatically do it. Depends how you are. Like kind of like when you go up on an airplane. So if your ears equalize really easy, no problem, then you don't have to do a Valsalva maneuver. But if you know you want to keep up on it, don't let the pressure build up too much where it starts hurting your ears. So, and you can use this relief valve right here to regulate that air so it's not pressing down so fast. So, like if I open this one now, you hear that goes out. So, and on this you can see the needle starting to climb. So to get to where we're going to go, it's going to be up here about 50 kPa, 51, I think, something like that. This gauge is a little bit off. The outside gauge, or one of them is, the outside gauge says 51. This one will say 50. So it's a little bit difference between the two. Now, as far as my oxygen, when it starts running, I'll just turn this one on, and that bag will start filling up, and I put the oxygen mask on. And so I got my little radio here, listening to some tunes. Got my little table here. I can watch a movie or something, YouTube, whatnot, and just kind of chill out for, last night I did 1 hour in it. Usually I do 2 hours. I took a long drive yesterday, and I was kind of aching, so, boy, after I did the chamber ride, I had so much energy I had a hard time trying to sleep. Plus it was, I think, pretty much a full moon last night. So yeah, I wasn't getting to sleep very easy. I think I didn't end up going to bed till after 3 in the morning. So I'm taking another one to feel rejuvenated today. It's starting to rain outside, so what better thing to do than take a chamber ride? All right, well, don't want to bore you too much with it, but if you look into hyperbaric treatments and medicine, treats all kinds of stuff. I had a knee problem that had been plaguing me for a year. It was just horrible. The doctors wanted to do a knee surgery on me, and I'm like, I got to find something else. I don't want to do the knee surgery. It was like 2 different types of knee surgery they offered. So I was like, let me see what else I can do. So tried doing exercises, and that was helping a little bit. Some of it was kind of exacerbating it. But anyways, so after 7 chamber rides, so far I've done 8, and this will be the 9th one, I can report to you that it's phenomenal. I mean, I'm walking almost normal. Very minimal pain. I mean, almost to nothing. Sometimes none at all. So it's made a huge difference for something that's just, like kept me up at night because of the pain on it. It was horrible. So anyways, and some other benefits I've noticed with it too. Better brain cognition. I don't want to air all my dirty laundry, but it's kind of drive me crazy sometimes. I would walk from somewhere far off on the farm to get something in the house, and by the time I get in the house, I'm thinking, what the hell did I come in here for? I'd forget. So I've noticed that has gone away. So that's a definite benefit of it. So I don't know, that's just old sometimer's disease or what, but it definitely helps out. But there's a tremendous amount of stuff about hyperbaric medicine, and I just got a book. And so one of the things in that chamber, I have a little bag, because what you come in with is what you got. So I've got a urinal there in case I got to go pee, some toilet paper there, not to go poo, but I mean, to blow my nose, Tums in case I get heartburn, of course water. Yeah, so you just have a little chamber bag for yourself. But this is the book right here I've been reading. So I read one online book on it already, and this is my chamber book here that I'm reading. But it's about oxygen revolution with hyperbaric oxygen treatment. So if you do like a Google search on it, HBOT, that's hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So anyways, really good book so far. Last night I read about an hour of it, just kind of cruising through it, just kind of get an overview, seeing where I want to start out reading, but pretty good. Anyways, so hopefully that was informative, and there's all, like I said, read up on it. There's just a tremendous amount of things that it can treat. And how I knew about it was I used to run these chambers and used to be in them when I was a commercial diver. So back then it was just kind of starting in its infancy, as far as there was, like, oh, it can treat these different kinds of stuff, and one of the guys, he's now a nurse, but he was going to eventually go into nursing. He was talking about back then, and he wanted to get into hyperbaric, therapy treatment. But I've since talked to him not too long ago, and he hasn't. He's still doing the nursing thing. But that's definitely I guess occupation that's in its growing phases as people find out what it can treat, that somebody might be interested in getting into out there. So I invested in buying my own chamber, so rather than go to somebody else. And right now, as far as the insurance, there's only, I think, about 6 things that it will cover. This doctor in here, he talks about different ones and how you can get your insurance to pay for it. But anyways, so yeah, check it out. It's very interesting. One of the things I did read recently was there was a good video online. A guy did a YouTube video of it. He had long COVID syndrome, and he went through 60 treatments with it and got rid of all of his problems he had from the long COVID. So anyways, all right, well, good luck, good health, and thanks for coming along in my chamber ride. And show you where I'm at on my pressure right there. Almost a little over, well, about midway to the designated pressure. And see, my oxygen's already flowing. So I'll get my mask on, stop talking, and get to the treatment. All right, appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.